to the show with freshly shorn me, freshly dude Ames. Look at us.
I'm making a comeback, Mike. I'm
Yeah.
on my redemption arc, if you will.
Okay.
Getting ready, leading up to vacation. I've been
Yeah.
so busted up. Like, so not like me.
It's hilarious. I don't even notice a difference.
I don't have my
It's
nails done. I need a pedicure.
oh
I don't
yeah.
have lashes on.
Okay.
And my hair hadn't been done in so fucking long.
I loved your hair a week ago. It's so funny. Like I
Oh
just
my
so
God, it
don't
was
pay
so
attention.
bad.
You look
When I
great.
walked into my
You look
cousin's
great.
house
Don't
this
worry.
morning, who does my hair, she was like, "Oh my God, sit
Yeah.
down. What is this disaster?"
Yeah, I get it. Did she go, "What are you doing with your hair?"
Basically. And then my
Yeah.
mom shows up. My mom's appointment was right after mine. And my mom is obsessed with her children having blonde hair. Like
Yeah.
they must
Yeah.
have blonde hair. Otherwise, she's very disappointed. So she like walks in and because I went darker.
Yeah.
But I have like some highlights in it. And she walks in, she's like, "Why is your hair so dark?"
Yeah.
And she goes,
You know,
"And I better not hear about this on the podcast."
well, Vic, you're going to hear about it because once again, for as batshit as you are, I agree. I'm a sucker for the blonde too. I don't care if it's like sometimes it can be over blonde to like white, that it's like, okay, I get it.
Yeah,
But
I
just
used to be like
blonde,
that.
platinum, you've done it, and it looks good, but it's like, I just love the like blonde, just blondes.
I have
I'm a
blonde in it.
sucker for blondes. Yeah. But there's some brown in it. I get it. She's very, very upset.
Yeah,
I mean, it'd be
she's not
fine
happy.
for me, but
Yeah, she's
what is it?
she's really
Platinum? Is it
upset.
platinum blonde that I like, or is that too much?
Yeah, well, platinum I think you probably like.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to change it up. I've been blonde for a really long time, so it was
Yeah.
time for a change.
Well, I'm going gray, so
Yeah.
it's all like, I think. I don't know. It's hard for me to tell.
I would say you're salt and pepper at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, it's wild. It's kind of crazy.
You'll notice 3G's not here, and I don't
Fathead.
know what his excuse is other than he's embarrassed to show his face.
Well, he's super embarrassed for a couple of reasons. First off, and I'll let you explain why, but because he knew we both got our hair did probably, and
He doesn't have that luxury.
it's like he'd just be sitting there like a lump.
Yeah.
Nothing to say, no
Nothing.
input.
No
He couldn't says
experience.
nothings.
No, he
None.
couldn't.
He couldn't says nothings. Not
He
a
would-
single word.
He would be silent for the first 5 minutes of the show.
Yeah, he'd be screaming lesbian at me or something,
Yeah.
making inappropriate comments to you probably,
Yeah.
the usual. But yeah, it's rather humiliating for the bald to have to get in on hair discussions. It's got to be humiliating.
For sure.
Yeah.
It
So-
also has to be humiliating when you try to talk down to the female host as if she doesn't know what she's talking about. And you think that you're gonna just be able to rub her face in it because, oh yeah, just wait. Pistons, they don't know how to play this new game, this new playoff game. And
yeah,
damned if the Pistons aren't moving on to the
second
Eastern
round, never a doubt
Conference
from this
semifinal.
guy. This guy, never a doubt.
Never.
When
No, you know what? I'm the only one. Although I will say,
Well,
I did say that they suck.
I said they strinked, which they did. There were
Yeah,
like
that was
3 games
horrible.
in that series where they absolutely
It
strinked.
was horrible. It was like, what
Yeah.
is this team?
The whole yesterday, it was just I got more messages of people just texting me or DMing me. What are you doing? Like I'm waiting for signs in the arena. Like it's one of those. It caught on because people are like, "What are you doing?" They love it. What are you doing?
What are you?
Yeah, the whole game. It was awesome and just an ass whooping. I expected that to go one of 2 ways. One of those like you blew your whole load as the Pistons, like just with that incredible comeback, and you gave it everything you got. You emptied the tank, and then you lose a heartbreaker at home. That you could see that,
Yeah.
or you absolutely took the soul,
Took their soul
at home, up 24
I
and
mean,
lose. Like,
that's brutal. Like psychologically, that has to do something to both teams, I would think. And their coach got fired today, so I think
Yeah.
it did
Yeah.
do something.
Yeah. Jamal Mosley. See ya.
Bye-bye.
I thought that was kind of fair. Like, in no way do I know enough about basketball, but I know plenty, but I don't follow it enough as closely anymore because I've just kind of, like I said last week, I've given up on the NBA. The NBA has so fucking run themselves into the ground that I'll be there for the playoffs because I'm a sports fan and love the
Right.
Pistons and all that. But
Yeah, the product is
what's
trash.
that?
The product is trash.
The product is trash. It's a 3-point contest most times, and the ticky tack bullshit calls on everything. The flop, like I just can't take it. And then throw in not even a splash, just a mountain of woke nonsense, horse shit. Like
Yeah.
all of it is just like, okay, you clearly don't have any interest in me participating in this. I get it. That's fine. I watched my whole life. I don't need to. Football's my sport. They would have to go a couple steps further for me to bail on them. But I never even thought that was in the equation. The NBA did it. So, but anyway, going back to Mosley, like when these teams really suck, 14-win Pistons team, and you bring in a new coach, like the Magic did 5 years ago. And it's like, he's got to rebuild this whole thing. Now, he's been to the playoffs 3 years in a row with a shitty Magic team and been bounced in the first round. Okay. His draft picks, though, Wagner from Michigan looks like the real deal for sure. Like he's a nightmare problem. And, they definitely struggled without him. And then Boncaro or whatever is
he's incredible.
He's really good. Suggs at times looked really good. Anthony Black, like this is a good team, and like to bounce him now seems weird. Like that shows you what the Pistons did.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if that would have just been a normal go 7 games, win one, lose one, win one, lose one the whole way. Do they still cut him loose?
And it's not. I mean, it's not. They were an 8th seed.
Right.
They weren't supposed to do well in the playoffs, and you bounce them after going 7 games. I mean, granted, they blew a 3-1 lead, but still, I don't know.
Well, like 3G was saying, they're more like a 3 seed. They were more like a 3 seed. They had a lot of injuries and stuff. I don't know how true that is. I'm taking his word for it because I certainly wasn't following the Magic.
Boston lost. Hey, I mean, say what you will. There's been this new version of playoff basketball has produced all game 7s in the Eastern Conference. So
yeah. So Boston, we start tomorrow night, right?
Yeah.
Tomorrow night
Boston lost. They were a 2 seed. And
Toronto lost. I don't know.
We play Cleveland. May the 4th be with Mike, but not Amy because she ignores me. First of all, it's not how you spell my name. Second of all, I don't ever ignore you.
Thank you. I'm such an idiot. I can't afford it, but I bought a couple Legos for Lego every year. And thank you, David. I appreciate that. May the 4th be with you.
Wait, you bought like Legos for the Star Wars for the 4th?
Yeah, they have like a May the 4th be with you promo. And if you're a member, which I am, of course, I had access to it on May 1st. I didn't have to wait till May 4th.
Wow.
Yeah. So but they always have like special Lego edition stuff that they issue, which is the stuff I like the most. So nice. Every year I buy a couple things that I shouldn't. I don't even have room for it, but it's the only thing I like during. So what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
It's either that or Coke. So
hey, Legos is way better.
Legos is way better. So I'm on a good 10-year run, and I found it, and it's been great. Actually, I haven't been doing Lego quite that long, but since the pandemic, that's where it started.
Yeah.
So I get, it's going on 6-7 years.
Did you,
now.
Mike? Did you watch the Kentucky Derby? I was narrating it the whole time.
Were you?
Yeah, in like Rube's voices.
Of course. What did they have, like a photo finish? I thought I saw, or
dude, it was insane.
Like crazy close.
Mike, the winning horse was in last place.
Yeah.
He was in last place, and all of a sudden, out of fucking nowhere, he just comes in like a bat out of hell
Yeah.
And he beats everyone. He's in a photo finish with Renegade, who was supposed to be the winner, and the little wee guy who's riding the horse that won is brothers with the wee guy who was riding Renegade.
Whoa.
So it was like a photo finish between these two brothers.
Yeah. So who win? Who win?
The first female trainer ever in Kentucky Derby history. Can you believe that?
Really?
Yeah. Isn't that
so
wild?
she's the trainer for the horse. So she goes and gets up really early and gets him out walking. And
yeah.
So the horse is like, I don't want to run yet. I don't feel like running yet.
Yeah.
I'll go when I'm ready.
Exactly. And she
then,
posted a picture of him lazing down and he's resting because him as a celebrity now.
Yeah, I got roses and everything.
Yeah. But like one horse, he was huge. He's like the biggest horse to ever run the Kentucky Derby, bucked the wee guy off walking to the starting line. So they had to pull him.
Really?
They didn't let him run.
Yeah. He's like, get off.
Yeah.
And he just throwed him. It wasn't Secretariat, like massive, huge horse.
Yeah. And I think all but 2 of the horses that were running, I think I saw the stat, all but 2 of the horses that were running in the Kentucky Derby are descendants of Secretariat in some fashion.
Really?
Yeah.
I went to a museum in Kentucky. That's where Amy was from. She would drag me to stuff like that. I'd be like, I want to go to Louisville where they make the bats. And she's like, no, we're going to see the Roops. She loved horses. So I went to some Secretariat museum there. I just don't remember anything from it, but I sort of remember that.
Here's the
it's Golden Tempo.
Yeah, Golden Tempo's the winner. Okay, he's way here in the back. All right.
He's like, all right, guys, I got to go.
Watch him.
You guys.
On the backside, he was 5 or 6 behind the last horse. Great ground-saving trip by Jose Ortiz. Sometimes when you're that far back,
I feel like busting my move now.
There we go.
Sorry, guys. I'm not.
There we go.
Not trying to embarrass no one. I'm just. Hold on. I'm coming through. Get under their knee. Get under their knee. Move over.
My brother's up here.
Yeah, I know that guy.
Look at how far he comes.
Wait up. Wait up. Here I come. Here we go.
Dude.
Here we go. This is so easy. Why didn't you guys just do this?
Look at him, number 19 here.
Yeah, I'm Iserman. Here I go. What's up, bro?
I am a good boy.
I'm a very good boy. I want the roses more than you do.
Truly, Mike. And
on the wind by their nose. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Last to first. That's fantastic.
I'm trying to find where Golden Tempo. So this is the female trainer chick.
Yep.
She was super excited.
Orgasming in the stands.
Yeah. I'm trying to find.
Does that matter? Like, there's never been.
Oh, yeah. I is such a good boy. My mom's just giving me rubs and
pets and loves. Yep, don't mind me. So where are my roses? Where is he laying down?
I'm going to find it. Golden Tempos is Lazen's Downs.
I wish Hoof-Hearted would have winned. Remember Hoof-Hearted?
Oh,
yeah, that's my ball. I play with my ball.
I was so excited this morning. Where is that motherfucking picture of him laying down? It was so damn cute. It was all over my Twitter feed today.
Really? What do Golden Tempo laying down? Resting. Takes in her nap.
Oh!
There he is. Look at me with my blankie.
I got a Jackson's on.
Yeah, I got my blankie.
And look, I got this sign here that says I'm the big winner.
Yeah, I'm a champion. Yep.
Oh, look at. Yep. He got a big, nice treat.
Yeah, I got a hay ball.
Yeah,
but you'd like to chew on this hay ball. You can't. It's mine.
Because I won.
I win. You didn't win. I did.
Oh, yeah. That was his dinner.
Heck yeah.
I want to find where
he's like, now I get to bang all the mares, and they charge a ton for me to nut in them.
Okay, this is watch.
Yep. See you later, dick lick. Get off.
Hey, get off me.
They kicked him out for that?
Yeah. He was
For-
walking to the starting line.
What, he just for misbehaving?
Yeah, I guess.
They declared him not a good boy and they kicked him
he
out of
said
the
you were.
race?
Oh boy.
I want to
Yeah.
hear his side of the story. If he's like,
I
well, the
know.
little guy started whipsing me early.
I know.
I could feel his whips.
Oh.
Yeah, I got kicks out.
Oh man.
On a black sheep at a Derbsby.
And he's huge too.
Look, he's got his ankles all ready to pull his number off and send him home. They kicked him off the school bus. You go home, sir. You're suspended.
Oh my god.
Oh, poor guy. That's hilarious.
Golden Tempo's owner owns the Florida Panthers. Oh no shit.
Okay.
She's poor.
I gotta think. I know multiple women who are super into horses. Like my neighbor, when I moved, she sold her house like same time as me, and I follow her now. She was married to a big shot over at like Rock Financial and got divorced and did really well. Like the number 2 over there, maybe. I don't remember exactly, but she's super cool. Couple of great kids. She's like out. She was like, I'm getting out of here. I'm getting some land, horses. She was talking about Mexico for a while, but
you know
she's
what her
got,
name is?
what's that?
Tell me offline what her name is.
Yeah, for sure.
I might know who she is.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah. She's really cool. She was a great neighbor. But she's posting videos of her to Roops every day.
Yeah.
She's got a couple of them, horse Roops. I know a lot of girls like that. Surprises me. You said that's the first female to be trainer.
I know. Isn't that surprising?
Yeah. Is it that were girls not allowed to do that? Or
Yeah,
they
I think it was just such a male-dominated sport.
Wow. I would think women would really excel at that.
Yeah.
Like you're talking about the ones that are responsible for their training every day. Yeah.
Yeah, not the person that rides, but the person that.
I would think they'd be good at the riding thing too. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know.
they're wee.
Because they're wee. It's like, yeah,
Well,
you
what I also
got a wee
noticed,
one.
I think there was one American that was a rider on the horse. The rest are from like Venezuela and Mexico.
The jockeys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is it we just don't have we enough people here?
We have some, but yeah, maybe not. I mean, that's like a real sport to Venezuela. So they probably have like, you know what I mean? So they probably get the little wee guys trainings like crazy. It's like all the wees go into training camp
Right.
and jockeys.
Yeah. You're either doing baseball or riding horses,
Riding horses.
Guys.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think girls would be really good at it.
Yeah.
But the training one, especially, I would think they'd be really good at that.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
cool.
I think it was just, it's been such a historical, like old money situation. You know, I don't think there were necessary. It's very expensive. You know,
yeah.
It's very expensive to have like top rate horses like this that, yeah. Lynn says there's been other female trainers, but they've never won
the Derby. Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, it was interesting. But not
so was
nearly
Bob
as
Baffert there? Baffert guy stands here that just spends $1 bazillion.
I didn't see him.
No,
but probably.
Yeah.
I was going to say
cool.
it's not as interesting as the Stefan Diggs trial that started today, Mike.
Oh yeah, you have to tell me about it.
It is.
This is against his chef, right?
Yeah, it's a criminal trial. He's facing felony assault charges because this ratchet ass hoe who he apparently was fucking her and she cooks well. And so she was like, hey, let me be your chef for the season. And he was like,
Yeah.
okay. And so she lives in his home in Massachusetts. So she's a live-in chef. She makes all of his meals, whatever. Apparently, she's also sleeping with him.
Of course. Duh.
She gets into a fight with another side piece who lives in Miami. Keep in
Cool.
mind, Cardi B is involved this entire time and is pregnant with his child. So she gets in a fight, the chef,
Ugh.
with this side piece in Miami. And she supposedly leaks to the press that Stefan Diggs is fucking this chick in Miami. And so Stefan's pissed about it. And he's like, so everyone was supposed to go to Miami during his bye week for his birthday and for Art Basel, which is like this art thing in Miami. And they were going to be there for a week. And she was supposed to go. And she had matching outfits with Cardi B picked out. Okay. After this comes out, he's like, you need not go to Miami. You need not come to Miami, my friend. You're not going. Off you go. You can
Who
go
said
somewhere.
that to him?
Stefan Diggs. He's like, you're not going to Miami because
Yeah.
I can't trust you. You're like leaking shit to the press. So you're not coming to Miami.
Yeah.
So he buys her a ticket to she goes to New York during the bye week, comes back. And he's like, you know what? I don't need your services anymore. Here's like what I owe you. Bye-bye. Okay.
Yeah. Smart.
Fires her.
Bye.
And makes her, so she had never done any paperwork because again, she was the side hoe who cooked well.
Yeah.
So she never, she didn't have she didn't fill out an application. She didn't get a background check done. She didn't fill out any forms.
She has no claim to wrongful termination is what
right,
you're saying.
She didn't sign an NDA, which by the way is pretty standard when you're working for celebrities in that capacity.
Yeah.
So his finance chick takes over to figure out what they owe. And she's like, you also have to sign this NDA. It's standard. And so she gets all pissed off about the NDA. She goes into the police.
So that's for final payment. By the way, sign this NDA. So you're better off getting an NDA before the shit falls apart.
Well, right. But again, she was the side hoe.
Right. See, this is what Jay did in the early days. Like anybody who walked into my house signed a fucking NDA and we paid him. Any person was like, no, anything you see here, anything. It was just like before someone says something that all of a sudden now you can't stand any of us.
Right.
You're on the hook for fucking 10 grand if you decide to be an asshole.
Right.
Yeah.
It's pretty standard.
How these guys at this level in the NFL, what could possibly go wrong? You're fucking this chick on the side, on the hush hush. She cooks good. You're my chef. Really, dude?
He's paying her $2,000 a week. And
as a personal chef.
Yeah, but also
$8,000 a month.
Investing in her restaurant that she eventually wants to open. So he fires her, tries to get her to sign this NDA. She's upset. She's pissed. So she goes to the police and she says, so this is on December 16th. She goes to the police. She says on December 2nd, Stefan Diggs came into my room at his home where I lived before he went to Miami. And we were arguing about me not going to Miami and he strangled me.
Sure. Of course.
He put her in a bear thing. He slapped her first.
Sure.
Open palm. And then he put her in a headlock. And she couldn't breathe for a second. She was scared. But she didn't report it at the time. And then she went to New York. So then, she was pissed about Miami. She went to New York. She's on video in New York, living it up. No bruising on her neck like she claimed that she had when she went to the police 2 weeks later. So now this is in a trial. And this chick is a disaster. I have never seen. Is she at least
hot? She's at least hot, right? She's a 9 or something. He's banging a 9.
Let's pull up some of
because they can be a nightmare sometimes. I don't need to tell you.
No, you don't have to.
Yeah,
you would
the hot
think,
ones,
right? You'd think,
I mean, he's NFL royalty at this point. Stefan Diggs,
Cardi B has his baby.
Yeah.
She's not the worst looking thing in the world.
Oh shit!
He would invest in my business. So I took a lower pay because Stefan agreed that I will have chance to work on my business by working with him.
There's no question in front of you right now. And again,
I think I've seen her in videos getting weaves yanked out of her head on front lawns before.
You told others.
So the way that judge just admonished her like that happened no less than 10 times. No, this is the star witness. This is the victim. And she had to be shot down by the judge no less than 10 times because she kept going off on these fucking rants. She'd be like, well, in my last relationship when I was abused, she's like, ma'am, you can't say that.
Yeah. No one, we're not here about your last relationship.
Yeah. And
People
then she'd be
have
like,
no clue.
Stefan Diggs, he wanted me to sign an NDA because he abuses women and he tries to hide it. And she's like, ma'am, you can't say that.
People have no clue how the justice system works. Not that we do. Well, you more than me, but it's eye-opening when you find out what's technically admissible in anything. Like, I figured most people understood this now.
Right.
But you don't just get to bring in like, well, this other girl he used to bang 6 years ago said he was a dick too. And it's like,
and then she'd be saying like, well, he wanted me out of the house because he was bringing over other women. And I'm like, just keep talking. You sound like a jilted side.
Yeah.
That's what you sound like.
What is it? Is it people have seen too many like TV courtroom shows or like dramas, you know, where it's just kind of like bend the rules of law?
Yeah.
Like people think you know, like
she thought that if he got found guilty of anything, it would help in a lawsuit against him. Ultimately, that's what it's about. Because I think she's now asking for like millions of dollars.
Of course. Yeah. No, they know. He said, she said's get public. There's a percentage of the public that will just buy it, no matter what you say. He choked me. He slapped me.
Yeah.
It's like when FBI want a case against someone. It's like, oh, we looked at his phone. He had 100,000 child porn images. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
You know, like, because you can't, like, hitting a woman is so egregious that it gets weaponized in a lot of these cases. And I'm not saying maybe Stefan did put hands on her. I don't know. But if that was the case, it's like, oh, did you give your deposition in a fucking hospital bed? Oh, no, you were the next day partying it up in Miami.
Right.
Got it.
No, she was uninvited to Miami, Mike. She was partying it up in New York.
Sure. Right. And that doesn't mean
and by the way, before she left, after he assaulted her, she gave him his birthday present while he was getting a massage in the house. And then after the bye week, after the assault, she came back and tried to start working for him again, but he had changed the code to her bedroom and he was like, you don't need to work here anymore.
Yeah. I think you have a few things at play here. Like, a lot of these guys aren't geniuses, right? They're just really talented, athletic guys. There's probably a line of truth and exaggeration, like that clip we were laughing at. We didn't do it on the show. We didn't get to it, but Cam Newton and what's his name talking, and they're having full discussion. Like, come on, man, you fucked 20,000 of them. I mean, on the road, I mean, that's 5 a night for 16 weeks, like, and trying to do the math, and it's like, nuh-uh, I ain't done 20,000 of them, you know. And like, it's probably been going on forever. There's some truth to that. We've heard rumors of guys having a girl in every city. And you can imagine how easy it would be for them to abuse that and never get, you know, you find a girl in a bar and she's not willing to throw her reputation away because he's banging 100 girls. Like, they don't want to be front and center of that. And they never say anything. You get away with it forever.
Like, if you're fucking Stefan Diggs and cooking for him and living in his house and going to Patriots games and sitting with Robert Kraft and getting to do all this shit, if he treats you like crap, not physical, but if he's just like, hey, can you get out of my house because I'm trying to bring some bitches back? Guess what you're going to do? You're going to get out of his house because you don't want to piss him off. You want to keep going with this thing that you have. You want to remain on the good side of Stefan Diggs. And that's how a lot of people are. And that's why I think there's a lot of wives who are like, I understand what the role is. I understand that when he's on the road, he's probably doing shit. Like, people are just fine with it because of the lifestyle. And that seems like I mean, from the second she started talking, I was like, this bitch is not credible. She is like, if you want the jury to believe you, getting defensive. At one point, the defense attorney was like, You know, Stefan Diggs is an elite athlete, right? She's like, I mean, I don't know if you'd say elite.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
those types of things, just
Yeah.
he's elite. Because
Absolutely.
now
Yes, Your Honor.
now you
Yes, Your Honor.
yeah, now you seem like you're combative about fucking everything.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then she was like, and you know he gets tackled by, 300-pound men every single week. And she's like, I don't know that. I thought he ran the ball.
Yeah. Yeah. And they
And-
don't even comprehend that how this is coming off to people that aren't in your headspace, aren't in your personal, like they're gonna side with a Stefan Diggs and be like,
Yeah.
I love Stefan Diggs.
And it's also pretty telling that when they look at the text messages, because of course they have all their ghetto ass text messages back and forth. When she's talking about the NDA, she's saying like, you think I went to the press about this Rachel chick in Miami. You think I went to the press and that's why you want me to sign an NDA. Never once does she say that. Now, when she goes to the police, she says he wanted me to sign an NDA because he choked me. So never in her text messages does she say, you want me to sign an NDA because you choked me. She never says that to him.
Right. Yeah. It's an afterthought.
I think that's pretty
I think
telling.
some of them, not to give excuses for these guys, but it is what it is. And you can be naive to it, or you can just be honest about it. You have dudes that are maxed out testosterone level. And for most people, the idea of, I went into a bar and I saw a girl and we met eyes across the way. And after, conversations and exchanging of phone numbers, I met, like, that's just not the reality for those guys, probably since high school.
Yeah.
Like those elite level guys, and think of the amount of high school kids that think they're going pro and start acting like it.
Yeah.
Now imagine going not only to the next level of collegiate exceptionalism, but being part of the 2% of those guys that make it to the show.
Right.
Like you were talking about such a minuscule, these are rock stars. They just are. They're rock stars. They walk into a bar, they can empty the bar. It's just kind of the way it is when they're young. And so some chicks kind of get that.
Yeah.
But I imagine there's a lot that are like, start out, like, I know he's banging everything that moves and that's cool. I'm fine with it. And then they get attached. And then they get jealous.
Get attached.
You've heard it a million times. He's just going about his day thinking she's my Wednesday. Like she's my Wednesday night, every Wednesday night. She cooks for me and that's my Wednesday night. And he doesn't think anything of it. And all of a sudden it's like, where are you going on Thursday night? And it's like,
back in a prior life that I used to live, which I do
Sure.
not live anymore, but back in a prior life, when people used to tell me, oh, so-and-so's also fucking this person I know and this person I know, I'm like, that probably. Yeah, I think that is probably accurate, but also so am I. Just FYI. To let your friend know that. Because you're not, I know.
Yeah.
And I don't give a fuck.
Don't be stupid. Don't be naive.
Yeah.
And these athletes, I know there's a lot that goes on inside those organizations because they have a vested interest in their star athletes not becoming fodder on page 6. So they really do go out of their way, like, guys.
Especially in markets like Boston and New York and LA.
Yeah, no question about it. And it's not road. They know in a market like Boston how Patriots players are going to be received in the public and what some of the pitfalls, even if the players don't fully understand what's about to come their way. Those organizations know it. And it's kind of a wink, wink, like, man, look, we know you're going to do you, but make sure you get this, make sure you're aware of that. And, alcohol being thrown in the mix throws a lot off and blurs the lines. Like, they're young athletes, but so is she going to win anything in this court case? Or are you just like,
this is a criminal case, Mike.
So
he's facing
and the prosecutor brought charges against him. Wow.
He's facing criminal assault charges.
Okay.
Felony.
So she's got documentation then. Like, why would the district?
There's no photos. There's no text messages. The only documentation is 2 weeks later when she goes to the police and reports it.
And the prosecutor filed this for what? What the
Probably
hell
so
would
he
he
Hey, just
name in the
FYI,
paper?
do you want to know these are the same people who charged Karen Reed.
Really?
Exact same courthouse.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you think that their
You would
charging
yeah.
decisions are,
you would think throwing shit tons of money at a case that goes nowhere and you lose would make you be more picky about the cases you decide to pick up.
right.
It's easy to indict someone. It's easy to bring charges. A lot harder to prove something in court. That's why people are usually frustrated when you hear, a district attorney's office decide not to move on with a case, because they're looking at it and going, yeah, that's great. And I might totally believe you, but there's no way I have something I can win in court with.
Right.
So I'd love to know what this team is looking at in the stuff and going, oh yeah, this is open and shut case.
Incredible. Don't you see?
Yeah.
Okay, two things before we move on this specific topic. One, I learned from this lovely woman on the stand, Mike, she was so scared when this happened that she peed her pants, and she had just gotten off of her period, and she was so scared that the fear scared her period back.
Oh, I've heard of that.
And so she got her period again.
I didn't pee my pants. I bleed my pants.
There was blood in her pants.
In
yeah, there was blood in her urine in her pants because she had just gotten done with her period, but he scared the period back into her.
Wow.
So I did not know that was so I'm just here to tell you, don't be trying to scare me, Mike, because if I get scared, I could just have a spontaneous period.
I'm going to text Rocky and tell him to start going boo around every corner you turn in the house.
He will not want to do that.
See if we can scare a period out of you.
He'll be like, I'm the one that has to live with this crazy bitch, okay?
Yeah, true.
Second, this is just a perfect opportunity to revisit probably one of the best social media videos ever made by an NFL team. And this is when they went around and asked the Vikings players who they would least want their sister to date. This is the funniest video.
That's a bad question in-house to be asking a locker room, because every locker room would have a guy they would go,
and guess who the Vikings is?
On this team would you least like to date your sister?
What the hell? Diggs.
Why Diggs?
Man, no. We're going to leave it like that. No.
What guy on this team would you least like to date your sister?
Oh, Stephon Diggs.
Why Diggs?
He's crazy. He's just outrageous. Don't know what he's going to say. Just don't know what to expect. So he couldn't date my sister.
What guy on this team would you least like to date your sister?
Least like to date my sister, Diggs. 100%.
No question.
Why Diggs?
Because he's not a guy that you want to bring home to your parents. Like, you don't want your sister to bring him home to your parents, so therefore she can't date him.
What guy on this team would you least like
this
to
is
date
Stephon
your
Diggs.
sister? And
Yeah.
I might add, you're starting to be the runaway favorite for this.
Well, nobody want me to date his sister. I'm a great guy. I'm actually a great guy.
There's actually seems to be a few guys that don't think that.
You feel differently about me? You just don't know me well enough. That's what
Or they know you too well.
Who don't I want to date my sister? Weatherly.
Why Weatherly?
Because he's ugly.
I knew that was coming. That was the problem.
That's hilarious.
They all fucking said Diggs.
Dude, that reminds me.
Video.
I can't obviously name names, but there was one guy back in the day on the Lions, and 3 or 4 of those guys in that locker room had nailed his sister. It was just like, oh man,
that's a bummer.
They all keep sticks in their thing inside his sister, and it was a starter.
Oh man, that was like Connor Bedard's mom. I think someone on the Blackhawks was fucking his mom, and it was like a big scandal.
Yeah, wasn't there an NFL? Wait, yeah, wasn't there a quarterback that was banging someone's mom too recently?
Oh yeah. Was that kid from Vanderbilt and his
Yeah.
mom went out with Theo Vaughn?
Oh, no, I don't know about that one. No, there was some like incoming quarterback that was
Oh
drafted.
yeah, that
Who's
was
that?
that blonde kid.
Yeah. Wasn't he banging someone's mom? I can't remember what, or was his mom banging like his friend? I don't remember.
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah. I do recall
Yeah.
that. Shout out to DG for the
Look at
$50
DG.
super chat.
Had to challenge
Appreciate it.
MLS. Hey, appreciate it. Thank
We
you,
are
brother.
cool with the challenges.
Absolutely. Hey, we should move on to other things. There's a few things going on, some interesting stuff. God, you sent me this earlier. I just seen it too, and it was just like, you got to be shitting me. The judge in the White House Correspondents' Dinner shooter.
Dude.
He feels really
such
bad for the
bullshit.
guy. So this is a DC federal judge today apologized to the shooter. Judge Zia M. Faroukai told Cole Allen, he's got he's a black dude, got his pinstrap suit on and his fucking bow tie. I don't know what
the
this
judge.
dude is. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, see him there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that guy. He says he was sorry that the suspect had been held under suicide watch, despite a mental health exam finding that he didn't pose a threat to harm himself. He said the court's job is to make sure Allen was jailed responsibly and safely. Now, your job is to protect the public, isn't it? I would think that's part of your job, but.
And the January 6th people would like a word, sir.
Yeah, he invoked January 6th. You can't make this stuff up. So he says Allen was jailed let's see, it's our job to make sure he's jailed responsibly and safely, adding he was being treated different than anyone I've ever observed. Really? So it's kind of stupid, honestly. I don't think these guys care. They're like, fuck him, throw him in solitary. We'll deal with him in a couple weeks. We're talking about a guy that's been in jail a week. Spare me.
Yeah, and they had a pretty high profile. Not that it's the same jail, but Jeffrey Epstein committed suicide in jail. Okay, they don't need like this asshole who was willing to assassinate the president doing the same thing on their watch. So he's going to be held in solitary on suicide watch. He tried to kill the president
and his cabinet.
Yeah.
At a high profile dinner, and he ran through the place after coming cross country. So this is the mental stability of the guy.
Which none of the January 6th defendants
What's that?
had. With a weapon.
Multiple.
And none of the January 6th defendants had weapons.
No. Weird. They forgot him that day.
Yeah.
Overthrowing the government. Forgot to bring their guns.
And came without guns.
Yeah, they showed up without their guns. Wait, you forgot yours too?
Damn I thought someone would bring theirs.
We're here trying to, this is an insurrection, is it not?
After all.
God damn, did none of you come prepared for our actual insurrection? What's going on here? Not a one of you. There's hundreds of thousands of you here. Not a single one of you showed up with a weapon? Outrageous. Yeah, you'd think they would have regrouped. Tried again on January 7th. Go home, get your shit. Let's come back and try again tomorrow.
Right.
No. The FBI recommended the measure because Allen told agents after they got him that he didn't expect to survive the attempted assassination of the president. So they took that like, oh, he didn't think he was going to survive. So suicide, yeah, good enough. Throw him in fucking jail.
That's probably more than most people get. Turtle Boy was kept in solitary for 60 fucking days.
Yeah. I mean, they'll just do that with a high profile nature of a case.
Period.
What's that?
They don't. Yeah, exactly. They don't want you around other people. And when you have a high profile case,
can't just throw you in Gen Pop. Get your ass whooped. This nerd. Remember, he's got a master's degree. You can't just drop this nerd with a master's degree in a Gen Pop.
No, of course not. on the track to transition to make it to a women's prison. Mark my words.
Yeah, actually, he's got a pretty strong case. He can't control his feelings at all. He's so mad. He's going to.
Does he bleed when he gets scared?
Yeah, he bleeds out of his pee hole when he gets very scared. He was in an isolated cell because of ongoing psych exams, and that the decision to keep him there was made by medical staff at the facility. He did go on train cross country to murder the president and his cabinet. So I think it's fair to can we take a few days with a psych eval?
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like he's playing with a full deck.
Right.
So, so the judge said he didn't think Allen's statement meant he planned to kill himself, but rather that he expected to be shot during his assault at the Washington Hilton Hotel. Yeah, that's probably true. That's probably exactly what he meant, in fairness.
Yeah.
But, who cares?
But still, but if you didn't plan on surviving, that means you don't plan on going to trial. That means you don't plan on surviving. So
maybe, yeah.
I think that now that might not be what he meant, but I think that's a reasonable inference.
Yeah. You could make that inference. And then imagine what this looks like if you assume, he meant he was going to be taken out in the dust up, if you will. And then he does kill himself when you throw him into a regular cell and just, go about your day. And he does kill himself. Imagine how that story looks.
Right. Oh, Trump,
Trump had him murdered in his cell.
Made this guy a patsy and then murdered him so he didn't tell anybody,
So the judge said, whatever you've been through, I apologize for the prior week.
Ew.
Yeah. I'm telling you, if the Dems take power in 28, this guy is pardoned. He's going to get pardoned.
Yeah.
I this is a federal crime.
He will 100% get pardoned because of and they'll use January 6th as a predicate.
Yeah. And the previous administration was so bad. Let's be clear. The Democrats do not now and never have given a shit about the Constitution. So it doesn't matter that when they use it as a weapon against people that do care about the Constitution, right? It's like atheists when they quote the Bible to people. It's like, you don't care about the Bible at all. You don't believe it. You think it's a kid's book.
Right.
But it has effect because there are people that very much believe the Bible. And so they use it as a weapon against you. Well, wow. How would Jesus feel about immigrants coming across the border?
Right.
They love doing shit like that. It's like, same thing with the Constitution. When Democrats are in power, they ignore the Constitution completely. When they're not in power, they use, they throw out they're the best friend when they're not in power. They're the best friend of the Constitution, constantly invoking it, which they would do with this guy.
Yeah. For sure.
So, and you come up with some bullshit, bogus way to release him.
Because make no mistake about it, they want Trump dead.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Very much.
This guy actually stepped up. He stepped up. He tried his best. He did his best.
Yeah.
Fell a little short. So the judge goes on. He's demanding an update by tomorrow. So by Tuesday evening about where Allen will be held going forward, and he needs justification for any decision to tighten restrictions on him in jail. This is not the jail's first go around with people engaged in alleged political violence. January 6th. Mm-hmm. See what he's invoking there?
Yep.
Yeah. So, as far as I can tell, by the thousands, people were rounded up after January 6th. They, by any means necessary, illegally, whatever, they found out who was even hanging out on the grass somewhere, January, and threw them in jail and closed the door and were willing to let them rot forever. Yep. That's what they did in DC. So what they didn't do after January 6th is come back 6 days later and go, what are the conditions they being held in? I am sorry, Buffalo Hat Man, for the treatment you have endured this prior week. I don't remember hearing that from a judge in DC.
I reckon that there weren't any.
And there are some horrific stories about the treatment of those guys in prison. Yeah. So
did you see that someone was shot by the White House today.
You know what? I just saw that story come across that gross.
Gross.
That there were shots fired near the White House, but I don't know.
Mike, I think the Secret Service might need to go to the gun range.
What happened?
The Secret Service confirmed that a juvenile bystander was hit after an armed suspect opened fire near the White House. So it sounds like a suspect opened fire near the White House. Okay, fine. Secret Service responds with fire, and the suspect was shot by Secret Service officers.
What are they, in a fucking Chicago gang?
I mean, how do you, and like they didn't hit the dude at the correspondence dinner. The only reason they caught that guy is because he tripped.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, he tripped.
I was wondering about that. He was moving pretty quick, but you would think those guys would have really good, like they're really good at shooting moving targets.
And like here, you shoot a kid? Really?
Yeah. It's going to be a rich kid.
Did you see that 2 weeks before trial, Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively have settled?
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's
smart. I wish Baldoni wouldn't have done that.
Me too.
I would have loved to seen that go to court. That is in the for the franchise of Deadpool going. I don't care about Blake Lively's career, but it was starting to affect the franchise of like Deadpool.
Yeah,
and the way
I think it's going to. People
yeah,
don't like him
too.
now.
He was literally like, you know, those things where they're like, oh, if you could live next door to any celebrity, who would it be? You know, Ryan Reynolds would have probably topped a lot of people's lists. Like,
yeah,
just seems like a cool guy. Like, can you imagine that's your neighbor? Like, I have a totally different view of him now. I look at the Deadpool stuff differently now.
Totally.
Like, yeah, to put a Band-Aid on that and try to make that, like, now they can all start spinning the, you know, the narrative about what an awesome dude he is and how hilarious he is and try to just put this behind us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, they miscalculated that bigly, how that was going to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
That's
she just
funny.
seems like a miserable see you next Tuesday.
Yeah. Yeah. So I wonder, so they must have paid out bigly to Baldoni.
No, I don't think it was anything like that. They released a joint statement and it's
said,
done.
what, we're all buddies now?
Basically, it was like,
why would Baldoni do that?
Let me pull up what the statement's actually kind of bullshit.
See, I hate that when they drag us all through something like this. And then before court, it's like it's all been settled behind the scenes and nobody can talk about it. That's kind of shitty.
So the end product, the movie It Ends With Us, is a source of pride to all of us who work to bring it to life. Raising awareness and making a meaningful impact in the lives of domestic violence survivors and all survivors is a goal that we stand behind. Why can't they just post the whole fucking thing instead of giving their... It's so irritating. They basically were like, they acknowledge that the process presented challenges and recognized concerns raised by Miss Lively deserved to be heard.
No, they didn't. They were horseshit on their face. We saw them. We got to actually see evidence that would have been presented in court. We saw the actual text messages.
Right.
We saw film from outtakes. We saw what her accusations were and how they matched up with the evidence. And they were a fucking embarrassment.
Yeah.
They were a total twisting of reality meant to destroy Justin Baldoni and just throw him in the trash heap as a serial abuser of some sort. Like,
yeah,
bullshit. Wow. I wonder who
they wrap up by saying, we remain firmly committed to workplaces free of improprieties and unproductive environments. It is our sincere hope that this brings closure and allows all involved to move forward constructively and in peace, including a respectful environment online.
That, unless that statement ended with, and by the way, what we're striving for is the exact set that we had on This Is Us, because it was the safest environment you could possibly have in Hollywood. All, you know, issues were dealt with, thought about beforehand. Like that seemed like the biggest soy boy set in the history of movie making.
Yes.
Like
correct.
That
guy could not have been a bigger pussy.
No. Wow. That's disappointing.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's disappointing. But
Yeah,
that's Hollywood, you know?
It is.
That's Hollywood.
I mean,
That-
they both spent a shit ton of money fighting with each other, only to what? Put out this dumbass statement. You both ruined your fucking reputations and go your separate. Like, it's so stupid.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. I don't know
Crazy.
why he would settle. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. No, unless he was forced to.
Right.
You know, like in Paradise, when that guy shows up at the bar with a gun and makes that guy sign the paperwork.
Mike,
Huh?
you watching it?
Oh my God. It's so
What?
good. There's it still has elements, you know, of like you can't remove all woke elements. And I'm so hypersensitive to it.
Yeah.
Like every relationship has to be, you know, whatever. Like
Yeah.
there's some, but by and large, it's really good. It's really held my interest.
Yeah.
We're talking about the series Paradise. I don't even know. So there's two seasons, 8 episodes each. I have 4 left.
Okay.
I went on a binge spree at the end of the week. Not
It's
proud of it, but I did.
So good. Yeah, you can't help it. It's like, well, now I got to see what's happening next.
Yeah. But I know probably by the end of the night, I will be done with it. And then what?
It's like a combination of Walking Dead, Lost, and like other shit. It gives like a lot of that.
And House of Cards.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just, it's really good.
Here's the problem I have with it. I think it's real. And
it's based off of a conspiracy theory, Mike.
Yeah. And I think this is a long time coming. We've been talking about the billionaire bunkers being built. And it's like, yeah, no shit. I mean, I don't know that they know exactly what's coming, but it's whatever it is.
So
it's
crazy because it's like they blast in like insect sounds and stuff, so it sounds like you're like really outside, you know. But if it all just goes haywire, if it all goes awry, and you know you lose power, all of a sudden you realize you're fucking underground.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild.
Really
We shouldn't. Have you watched the podcast?
No.
Yeah, Hulu has a video podcast.
Oh, okay.
And it was annoying as shit because who's the black guy that's the lead? Who's the Secret Service agent?
He was the guy from the show This Is Us. He was
Really?
the black brother in the show This Is Us.
Okay. His real life wife is the host of the podcast.
Oh.
And she streaks.
Yeah.
It's just I watched like.
Don't you
15
kind of
minutes
get
and I was
Walt
like,
vibes when he's like screaming for his wife?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I got.
Yeah. It's interesting. I'm a huge fan of Shailene Woodley, by the way.
Me too. I really like her a lot.
Always have been. I know that sounds gay as shit for me to say, but I think she's just a really great actress.
Yeah.
So and it's top of mind because I was watching the Graceland episode, that storyline unfold like yesterday.
Wouldn't be a bad place to be hunkered down in.
Yeah.
Graceland.
Yeah. Well, we don't want to give too many spoilers. When did this come out? Is this like a couple years old?
No, I mean it's like going on right now. So the 3rd season will be out. I don't know when. Let me see.
Next week, maybe? Does it comes out next week?
It's currently in production with a
Not
likely.
good enough.
Oh man, early 2027, Mike.
What?
God damn it! I'm gonna have to rewatch it again before that.
Yeah, I have to wait. Yeah, totally. I'm gonna have to start just like this is Game of Thrones all over again. I think I got through. They were on season 4, I think, when I started it, 3 or 4, and it was the best couple days when I watched all of season 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah,
And then it was like, oh, this
Now
stinks.
what? Yeah.
Now I got to wait. And
Yeah, and then I always forget that it comes
Yeah.
back, and I'm like, oh shit, now I've got to watch. I just like watching seasons. Honestly,
So
I
do I.
probably won't watch
Yeah.
Paradise on a weekly basis. I will probably wait for the whole
No.
season to come out, and then
Yeah. I did that with You. Remember this?
the show You.
Yeah. And then it was like 3 years went by and I was like, oh yeah, I remember that show. And it was like,
Yeah.
oh, 2 new seasons are out. And I just binged those. You do know that someplace in the Rocky Mountains, there's an underground bunker for the president. Don't ask me how I know. I just know there's probably a
lot of those.
them. Yeah. That's crazy.
Whoa. Just saw a crap ton of lightning and the sky is like pitch black all of a sudden.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
it's 7:00. No, you're getting into summertime. It should be light out.
Yeah, I know. It was light out to like 9:00 last night. No, it's not like dark, like nighttime dark. It's dark like it's about to rain dark.
Yeah. Hey, I wanted to get into the other news we probably should have started with, but the DOJ came out and said announcing that they're going to enforce the Supreme Court's decision on gerrymandering districts in every state that has such a district. So the announcement comes days after the court struck down Louisiana's congressional map, ruling its existing map was an unconstitutional racial gerrymander. This is big. So they're saying like, no, not just Louisiana. The Supreme Court made this decision that you can't have these weird squiggly line district maps that the Democrats have used for the longest time to take seats for power, and they're like, yeah, you can't do that on racial, on racial lines,
right?
And so the Department of Justice is like, yeah, we're gonna enforce that nationwide. Essentially, can you imagine in New York, Illinois, California, if they forced them to like, yeah, all this place is an obvious racial gerrymander. You got to undo that. Sorry, you can't do that. It's unconstitutional per the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
That's insane. That could radically change how this is like. This isn't going to be met well. Like they're already saying that, oh, this is Jim Crow 2.0. I love the meme going around, by the way, the Thomas Sowell one, famous black.
Love him.
Thomas Sowell's great.
Is he
He's
dead?
great. Huh?
Is he dead?
Oh, yeah, I think so. Oh, wait, is Thomas Sowell dead?
I don't know if he's dead or if he's just not.
Or is he just really old? But he's a you would think he'd be a super well respected. But anyway, he had the quote, and it's going around like crazy. I'm sure you guys have seen it. When people get used to preferential treatment, equal treatment seems like discrimination, which really applies to this. Isn't that a great quote?
Love that.
So what is the response going to be? So here's what we've heard so far. Senator Eric Schmidt from Missouri urged the Justice Department to act on the Supreme Court's ruling in Louisiana, writing, the department should not wait for private litigants to identify every race-based district one by one. Assistant Attorney General for the DOJ's Civil Rights Division, Harmeet Dillon, responded, Senator, we are on it. Essentially what the Supreme Court said is, as applied to these congressional districts, you can't draw a district based on race, Senator Schmidt said. This is a despicable decision that is a return to Jim Crow, taking decades of hard work, sweat, blood, and tears, and even people dying for the right to vote, said Chuck Schumer. Again, Chuck, when people get used to preferential treatment, equal treatment seems like discrimination.
Right.
All they said was, yeah, you can't do anything based on race. You can't look at one race and be like, yeah, we're drawing this specifically for them. That's not acceptable anywhere. I don't care if you're going to an ice cream shop in America. You can't separate lines based on race. You can't only sell this flavor to black people. Like, you can't make those decisions based on race of any sort. It's just the way it is. What the Supreme Court ruled is not that big of a stretch. It
No.
really isn't. I know it's Armageddon to the left because they know they've been fucking around with the voting rights and twisting stuff to go their way. It's the only way they can get and maintain power is to twist and bend these rules and shove them into some weird corner and hope that nobody fights them on it. Well, the Supreme Court finally ruled on it and said, yeah, no, we all know what you're doing there. You can't do that. And the DOJ is going, yeah, and we're not just going to sit back and go, oh, whatever. We're going to press it. So what does this mean? What does this mean? Like, that is game over as far as power goes. That's game over. If they can't rig this shit, that's game over. So what do Democrat-led states do here? Did they just ignore the Supreme Court?
I don't really know how that works, to be honest, because, like, who challenges it? I have no idea.
Well,
and, like, how do you force people to draw new maps? Do you have to, like, take them to court if they don't?
Yeah. Well, it all comes down to force in the end. And we've seen this play out a little bit over the last couple years. The Supreme Court doesn't have an enforcement arm. They don't have a police department. They don't. So the way the whole thing works is we all just agree to abide by the law of the land and do our best to do that. But the federal level and the state level are different things. So I think back to Texas a few years ago when Biden was in power, and the federal government, right, who has the sole responsibility when you're talking about immigration, for instance, it's the sole responsibility of the federal government. So when the border was wide open and they were just like, what? There's nothing going on. And millions and millions and millions of people across Texas, those border states were getting hammered. Arizona, Texas had enough. And Texas said, we're sending our state troops down to the border. You remember this, Ames?
Yeah.
Who are you talking to? So Texas,
Keep talking. So
Texas they were like, we're going to send our National Guard and state troopers down, and we're not just going to allow you to run roughshod over the border. And the Biden DOJ took issue with that and filed a lawsuit. And it made its way up to the Supreme Court. I really need her to hear this. So it doesn't make any sense if I don't have a partner here. What's going on?
Oh my God. It is fucking.
Holy hell. She's going to lose Bowser.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, it sounds like hail.
Oh my God. It just fucking started out of nowhere. And I had a window open.
Oh boy.
And it was like the artwork on my wall was like swaying back and forth.
Yeah. So
the trees are sideways. Okay. Sorry.
Let me finish this before you lose power.
Yeah. Yeah. It's probably good.
So I believe it was Governor Abbott down in Texas was like, I'm sending my troops, National Guard, Texas Rangers down to the border, and we're fucking stopping this. We're not going to have, farmers on the border who have these people traipsing over their property, killing people, killing animals, all that kind of shit. So the DOJ was like, no, you can't do that. Biden's DOJ said no. And it went up to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court ruled and said, Texas, stand down. And I remember at the time, it was like, what the fuck? Even the Supreme Court is ruling. By the letter of the law, the Supreme Court made the right decision. The Supreme Court simply ruled this is the job of the federal government. It is not the state's jobs to protect against illegal immigration. That is the exclusive and sole responsibility of the federal government. So the feds are in charge of that. They will handle the border. So Greg Abbott said, they're not handling their job. So fuck off.
Right.
I'm sending my agents down to the border. Deal with it. And he did. So how does this tie into this ruling? What could the Supreme Court do? What could the country do when Greg Abbott said, I'm not listening to you because this the federal government isn't doing their job. They've just left the border open and they're letting these people crash our country illegally. You can say it's not my job. It's not supposed to be my job, but they're refusing to do their job. So I'm fucking doing it to protect my state.
Mhm.
And he just did it. He ignored them. And the Supreme Court, now it comes down to, what do you want to do about it? You could enlist the military. The federal government could send people down to fight with the Texas National Guard. You could. You're talking about a level of insurrection, you're talking about a level of civil war. So at that point, Biden's Department of Justice backed the fuck down, because what are you going to do? You literally would be sending people to fight other Americans on behalf of an open border.
Right.
So
right.
in this case, what happens when Illinois goes, yeah, go fuck yourself, we're not doing that?
Yeah.
Well, you could probably strip funding for stuff. Trump could probably make it difficult and go, okay, no more funding from the federal government for all your bullshit that we send you every year. You could get into ticky-tack stuff like that. But, we all just kind of go, I guess the Supreme Court said it. I guess we got to abide by it. But if I don't trust that the Dems in this position wouldn't do anything more than Greg Abbott did, which was, yeah, you're not doing your job.
Right.
In this case, we know we would lose every single election going forward. The Democrat Party is not we have to rig this. Otherwise, we're not competitive at all. The country does not believe in the horse shit we believe in, by and large.
It's so funny when you
it's
think
insane.
You think about how people used to say, if we got rid of the Electoral College, Republicans would never win an election again.
Yeah.
And that's just, the Democrats have gone so nutty that's not even, they can't win now without cheating.
Yeah. It's as simple as that. Did you see the polling coming out on, CNN had it over the weekend, I think, on Fetterman.
Oh, people turning on Fetterman.
Yeah. So in 22 or 23, when did he run? Was it 22, 23, something like that?
Probably 22, I would think.
For Democrats in Pennsylvania, that's where he is, Pennsylvania, right?
Mm-hmm.
Democrats in Pennsylvania, 68% approval rating of Senator Fetterman. Today, Pennsylvania Democrats, minus 40% approval for John Fetterman. They're trying to poach him. There's a few stories today about how they're trying to convince him, like, look, dude, you're cooked. You cannot win an election running as a Democrat anymore. So you either go independent or you flip Republican.
Yeah.
Like, think about that. All Fetterman's crime against humanity has basically been like, as a party, we should stand up for the crippled kid in the balcony that Trump just acknowledged. Can we stand up for him?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the right sort of has a point that we shouldn't be giving sex change drugs to 10-year-olds.
Yeah.
Can we not do that?
Right.
Can we protect women in their spaces? Right. That seems reasonable. That's about the extent he's gone as far as, and they fucking hate him.
Yeah.
They hate him.
Well, he's not a monster to them, and they don't like that.
Yeah. If you just try to
because they're in a cult.
Exactly. You look at, California, they've been having a lot of their, debate panels, for their mayor of LA. Yeah. Like, there are people they're on the left, they're tagging Spencer Pratt. Like, part of their talking point is like, if you elect Spencer Pratt, he'll work with President Trump to get stuff done. Like, that's their argument. Like, vote for us. Otherwise, this guy might actually work with the president to fix how fucked up LA is. Like,
right.
That's literally their argument. I mean,
so fucked up.
It's bananas. Like, you have
Bananas. That's how
it
you
is.
spell bananas.
I know. It's the only every time I type banana, I sing that song, because otherwise I can't. I'm like, is there two N's in a row? And it's like Bananas. Yeah.
You never know the songs I sing, Mike.
Gwen Stefani, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I meted Gwen.
You did?
She was very, very sick. Yeah, she came into when I was in Lansing. It was their first tour, the Tragic Kingdom
wow.
tour. Yeah. And the band came in. I have a CD signed by Gwen and all that.
Nice.
But she was very, very sick. They were opening for Bush. It was the tour she met Gavin on.
Wow.
They ended up getting married. Yeah. Yep. But when I was in Lansing, actually, the alternative station. Yeah. So
Interesting.
how are you feeling? I know you're going through some stuff. Should we
I got
had so many
scared
cool
earlier
things.
today, Mike, and
You got
period.
scared?
Yeah, I got scared and my period showed up.
Your
So
period show up? Do you want to do a couple of the prom things and then we'll get out of here?
sure.
Okay. So it's prom season. So these videos are starting to show up. I actually sent one to Ron to load. And it was funny. And the reason I thought about this was because of this video that was going around. They're all pissed off.
She wore a.
Did you see this going around last week?
Yeah.
Can you read? And so the Philly prep school, charter school where this was filmed is all pissed off. They're all mad because
I'm sure
they're students. And then I was like, yeah, they're more concerned about prom season, so that's how I got there. But
She wore a suit, clothes that were.
She wore a silhouette of clothes that were extraordinary, but somewhat gauche. Asking a high school student apparently to read that sentence is,
oh my God.
Holy shit.
Who's this for? Extraordinary, but somewhat Gertrude?
No, explain what that means.
You got it.
I don't know.
She wore.
This is like a whole school of Big E's, and you just got to go, nailed it. No, you're all over it. You got
Crushed it. Good job.
Yeah, crushed it.
A sahalat of
Sahalat.
clothes that were extraordinary, whatever, bro.
Nailed it.
But somewhat. What does that mean? She wore a lot. Wait, she wore. Bro, I don't know, bro. Can you take the card back, please?
She wore a. Oh, baby. She wore a silhouette of clothes that were.
Extraordinary. Are you shitting me? Like, I could almost give you a silhouette, sort of, I guess. Extraordinary.
Bitch, I don't know that word. I don't even know how to read. I don't know why I did.
She wore a silhouette of clothes that were extraordinary, but somewhat gauche. All right, now what
I'll
does that
give
mean?
him gauche.
I'll give him gauche too.
I'll give him gauche. Because I don't even think that's a word that people use anymore.
Yeah.
So it's like, what the fuck? What's like? I don't know. I'll give him gauche. Gauche is the only word on there that I would expect them to not know.
Yeah, silhouette. I agree with you completely. Silhouette and extraordinary are just like,
those are words that are used.
they're yeah, totally. But gauche, yeah, that's a bit much. But then I was like, so they're like, the prep charter said the footage does not accurately reflect our school community or the values we strive to uphold every day and shit.
I'm sure they found the three dumbasses.
Yeah, could be. You know, I mean, we've all talked about this forever. That doesn't seem like a priority. I don't know. I just always feel like, because I was someone who hated school. Like I wasn't going to be, but boy, oh boy, reading, writing, basic arithmetic were just like, you learned that by the time you were 5.
Yeah.
Like you knew how to speak and you know, I don't know.
My 10-year-old niece would be able to read that.
Oh, crush that. High school, that's like, you're setting kids up to be, okay, you better be a rap star or you better play in the NBA. Otherwise, good luck.
Yeah.
Like,
or a social media person.
Mhm.
Or Stefan Diggs' chef.
But then, yeah. Here, I'll play mine first and then you can pull these up. But yeah, so it's prom season. This is just so outrageous to me. Hell yeah.
Ooh, what's that on your wrist? Ooh, what's that on your cufflink? Let me see. Yeah, what kind of shoes them is?
Oh yeah,
don't play with them. Not one of them. Yeah, what's going on? Back, Louis Vuitton, everything.
Of course.
Nice, love it. Let me see, grill. Yeah.
This-
You know it's all rented. It has to
oh,
be.
oh, you mean he doesn't have a Lamborghini and a Ferrari and a private
Yeah.
jet
Right.
to go? Yeah, I know. Honestly, it's like so douchey.
So douchey.
It's just so douchey. Look at it. Here's another one. Go ahead. Amy. Oh, prom 2026. Hell yeah.
Like, why
Oh.
would you be on a private jet for prom anyway?
Is this like we want to look like an MTV video? We want to look like a rap video? Is that the point of this? Like, so you're gonna you rented a private jet for an hour to take photos of your fucking high school kid in?
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense though, because why are you in a jet to go to your high school prom, which is down the street?
Down the street. And that's 2 in a row with private jets in. So is this an industry now? Can you just go to like a private airport and just like we'll let you snap a couple photos in a private jet for $1,000?
Yes. Many
Is that what's going on?
Influencers do this.
Yeah, I've heard that. So that's what a lot of them are doing, right?
Yeah. Let's see, what's this one? Oh.
Yeah, these ones with the cash too.
With the cooler.
Yeah, cooler on your front porch.
In like the projects.
Yeah, is that? Yeah, you're probably right. So look at all these proud parents cheering on. He's just flashing hundreds or 20s or ones. I don't know what he like.
Oh my God.
This
a dumbass.
This guy
got robbed.
Yeah, right. So then does someone take the money, the prop money back 5 minutes later?
Right.
It's just embarrassing. Okay, all this for prom. This one's crazy. Did you see this one, Ames?
Mm-mm.
This is their house.
I'm gonna mute it. So they're building.
Yeah.
They're building like a
the Blake, a fake hotel front.
A Blake. Oh.
This is their front yard and their house covered.
And they hired a production company.
Yeah. Fireworks going off. Bartenders with fake cocktails. Like
my mom ordered some fucking Subway subs for our prom after party.
Yeah, we went to the park on the corner and took pictures on the grass. And the whole point of prom, right? Isn't the point like if you're a girl seeing that this guy's house was redone, all that, like you have to put out now, right? His family dropped 20 grand to impress you. If you pick your date up in a carriage with horses, like you have to at least blow him on prom night, right?
Idiot.
Ugh.
In a fucking carriage. Driving down the ghetto. Dude, I cannot.
Yeah. The guys I'm even more disappointed in, like I sort of get girls they're gonna take whatever they can get. Like if your parents are stupid enough to rent you horses and carriages and private jets for an hour, like okay, these are plain old West students. Okay, so this is the Whitey. This is crackers proposals.
Sir Blaine Onneman, son of
This looks like the band group, right? These
I
look like
was just
nerds.
about to say that. These are the nerds. These are the dorks.
The dorks of the class. Like she's, a nerd, right? Everything about her screams nerd.
Yeah.
And then, so they he got a few of his buddies roped into doing wood blocks to sound like horses clomping, and then a few of his band friends to toot a horn. Okay, guys, this is like all you had to do to get laid on prom night was you're on the hook for a hotel room, probably.
Yeah.
You had to get a stupid tux, pay $100 for a tux, and you had to get the nerve up to ask just a black tux. Like that was it. Why? Chicks are the ones that have made themselves into like hair, lashes, nails, shit that Amy does.
Those are lashes.
The lashes, the shoes are super important. Like guys just walk in, walk out 5 minutes later. It's like, yeah, I got to pick up my tux on Friday.
Yeah.
Ready to go. Why would you want to introduce this into this is so fucking feminine.
I know.
Like, who are you trying to impress, dude, with a fake Louis Vuitton jacket? And these aren't your cars. You know that, right? Like,
right. It's so embarrassing.
We had a guest show up at the studio once in a rented Ferrari.
Oh my God.
And it was like, there's a musician in a band you'd know. And it was just like, oh God. And then when we found out, like, oh yeah, no, it was a rented. It's like, you rented a Ferrari to come to the radio station to do an interview.
That's so embarrassing.
Dork. Like there was nobody went badass.
Yeah.
That's cool.
What all these people do now. They rent houses, they rent cars, they rent jewelry.
Guys, you're doing it all wrong. You're doing it all wrong. Well, how did you go to prom? I'm assuming you went to multiple proms. You probably went as a freshman.
I didn't go as a freshman, but I went sophomore, junior, and senior.
Were you one of those ones that went to a different school's prom too?
I did go to Fortson's prom in Dearborn.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, I was one of two blonde girls there. It was wild. Yeah, they're all
Arab.
They're all Arab.
Yeah. How was that one?
I still kind of can't believe my mom let me go to that prom, to be honest.
You were are you the youngest daughter?
Yeah.
That's why.
But it was my boss at work at Leo's Coney Island. It was his son that I went with. So my mom was like, well, your boss's son's he's fine. And he was, but it.
Did you have to put out every time?
Oh, no, not for that. No, the other ones I went with my boyfriend. That one I did not.
Yeah. I just remember it being a game to like get laid before you got too drunk.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of what I remember. But I don't know, this new day and age. Send us walters@detroitcast.com. Feel free to email us these promposals or prom videos. Like,
oh yeah, they're standard.
Yeah, that's just the way it's done now. Do you remember being asked to prom? Like what you?
No, mine was in the hallway with the guy I went with. I was like, hey, do you want to go to prom together? He's like, okay.
Yeah, that's totally what I remember.
Yeah.
This has got to be a social media creation because it just takes one. Jay and I used to talk about Steve because Jay was convinced we were meant to hibernate.
Yeah.
It was like some fucking asshole. And I was like, yeah, probably a guy named Steve. Woke up early, started hunting and gathering while the others were hibernating. And now we're not hunters and gatherers anymore, or we're not hibernators anymore.
Right.
And that's why he's tired all the time. This is social media. There's one fucking kid who couldn't get laid on his own and had to do some over-the-top production in Pennsylvania somewhere. It hits the web, and now here we are a couple short years later renting private planes for dorks. High school dorks.
I know, Mike.
Oh, trying to pretend they're fucking G Unit. Like, it's just
so
clowning.
Embarrassing.
So embarrassing. All right,
so
let's
cringy.
I'll let you go off. I know you don't feel great. Hey, you dreaming of a home that's actually you? Sick of those outdated rooms dragging you down at Mitten Millworks? They're your local crew. Handles all the residential remodeling stuff, killer basement finishes, fresh new remodeling stuff. kitchens, bathrooms, you name it. Sorry, I screwed that up. Want custom built-ins that are totally functional and match your vibe? They've got you covered. Even better, their awesome 3D drawings, renderings, let you see and tweak the whole thing before they even pick up a hammer. Swing by mittenmillworks.com or visit their Facebook page for pics and inspo. Shoot them an email at mittenmillworks@gmail.com or just call 248-497-7780 for a free estimate. Let them come out for free.
This is not my prom date, but this is me on prom.
And give you an estimate. Let's build the home you actually love right here in Der Mitten. Oh my God, look at you. You look more like Kelly there.
Yeah, that bitch still didn't let me use her ID. This was me at another prom
Really?
here on the left.
You look more like Kelly there too.
Yeah, I know.
You're so wee.
This is prom. That was one of my teachers.
How did you pull up your prom picture so fast?
I knew that there was a couple of them on Facebook.
Now, were you part of the like kids that drank a lot, or was that just like my group?
Yeah, we drank.
Like to excess? Were you guys like going hard in the paint, or you had a glass of champagne?
We would go hard in the paint.
Like
sometimes.
5 nights a week, like us?
No,
Okay.
no, it wasn't like that.
God,
But we did. I mean, we definitely did drink. I used to drink Hypnotic. Oh my God.
Really?
Yeah, because I used to hang out with the Caldos, the Chaldeans.
Yeah.
So
Interesting. Let's see. Okay. I do not agree with you guys. What you say about Trump and Rob Reiner. Okay, so we were talking about that on the member show.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I don't agree. Angie writes in, I don't agree with what you guys say about Trump/Rob Reiner, especially with what Trump is up against constantly. There's such a difference between conservatives and MAGA also, in my opinion, anyway. Love the show. So what does she not agree with? Like us being like,
He shouldn't have said that.
So
because he kind of went off about Rob Reiner, and I think she's kind of saying, well, Rob Reiner went off on Trump plenty, and
right,
which I understand. It's just the guy's the president of the United States currently, like sitting president. So I mean, I think he could go off on him afterwards, and I get it. I mean, I don't care. It doesn't stop me from supporting him. But those are just the types of things I think we're just saying where it makes it more difficult to defend him on the good things, because those are the types of things that people remember. And so as people who are constantly defending him, I think we wish that we didn't have to like overcome those little ticky-tacky things.
Exactly. I look at it like too, Rob Reiner as a Hollywood dork to the president of the United States is like Matt Stafford to a fan in the stands.
Yeah.
And when a fan in the stands, it's like, the fan in the stands won't stop tweeting that Matt Stafford sucks. And Matt takes time out of his day at a press conference to address that fan. Like, okay, fuck that guy. Who cares? Yeah. You're starting quarterback at the time of the line. Name the athlete, Tariq Skubal.
Yeah.
Hope he heals up soon. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of the thing too. Like, dude, just be above it. Who cares what Rob Reiner's, liberal ass things?
And I mean, he was brutally murdered. So,
he was.
It's a sad story.
Yeah, exactly. I had a couple in here too, real quick. Love you guys. Awesome attitudes. Ha, Amy, January 6th from Derek. I'm thinking burgundy for your hair. Did you ask for?
Yeah, you were. It was when you were gone.
Okay.
It was when you were frozen, and I was like, oh, okay. Well, I'm thinking about what to do with my hair. So can you guys?
We got a few people that responded. And I'm like,
aw,
I must have missed a whole segment or something, like gapped out.
I appreciate that.
Karen said, Amy, you look great with brown hair, but the blonde is stunning on you.
I'm going to ask for feedback more often.
Yeah, every time I freeze, just sneak in something and then I'll freak out.
Can you guys
for a
just
couple
write
days.
in and tell me how pretty I am?
Agree. Trump is a defensive guy. These asswipes put him through hell. Yeah. So that's following up. Anyway, that's following up on us going. Yeah. And I think I have the same attitude as Amy on this, that look, man, we've gone to a lot of measures to like explain, like, okay, you're being, this side wants to completely remove all context.
Yeah.
And Amy and I go out of our ways to kind of explain, like, there's a little more to this. You make it really hard on us when he does stuff like that. Rob Reiner's dead. Good. Fuck him. He was always a dick.
Yeah.
Like, we already have enough explaining to do. Don't make us cover for that shit too.
Yeah.
But it's not going to change. It's just not. So it is what it is. All right, Ames, go feel better.
Okay, Mike.
And 3G will join us tomorrow. He was on the road back to home, so that's why he wasn't here today.